And we
I did it. I did it.
jeez.
It's the Reminisce Show. What up, everybody? How y'all
That's how
doing?
we do it.
That's how we do. Yeah, just a little snippet.
Okay,
Here we are.
okay. Well, we're gonna start using that one from now on. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping it original, man. It's like
We
we
gotta
we
go.
we want to sample where the sample came from.
We got to do that, yo. And the funny thing
Yeah.
is, the kind of ill thing is, the song is called Today. So, like, how fitting is that for the Reminisce Show, man? Like,
Man, let's go,
just
yo.
like, yo,
Come
there's
on.
all these things just connect, yo. So, reminisce from back in the
No,
day
man.
to today. That's what we doing, man. But yeah,
Well,
as usual, welcome to the Reminisce Show.
yo,
How you feel, brother?
man, I'm feeling good, man. Like I said, man, like there's been a lot of like synchronicities, a lot of like positive energy coming through. Like I'm excited for some of the interviews that we got lined up. I know that we've been promoting the OG Frankie Payne coming through, but we had to like postpone it for today. But he will be back. He will be back. Hopefully next week or the following. But we are definitely going to keep things moving and building, man. But like I said, we have some interviews that are lined up that are in the works. I don't want to jinx everything just yet, though. But we're definitely doing the reminisce. Do like our interview catalog is looking real healthy. I'm just excited to see where we're going to take this because I really see the value in what we do. Like we're not just a podcast, just here just to talk. Like we're historians. Like we're documenting culture from now till infinity. And this is like the crucial reality of it, man. So yeah, man, I'm feeling good. I'm excited. The holiday season is coming up, and some downtime to just be with family and whatnot. So it's all goody, man. But how are you doing, brother?
Mm-hmm. You like co-sign everything you say, man. Like for real, it's just December is always good to just reflect. I mean, we reminisce and reflect and connect the
Yeah,
past to the future all the time, but December
right,
is the month where you look back on the year. All right, how much did I progress? What next things did I not do that I could try again?
right.
And just as you said, be with family and friends, and just blessings to those who are here with us, and maybe lay out a plate or light a spliff or a candle for those who are not with us this
Yeah,
year. It's
true,
it's peace. It's peace.
true.
I'm pretty good, yo. A lot of ups and downs, but mostly ups. Like, yeah, I'm happy that like Babylon tried to scam $300 from me last week through some weird
Come on.
digital thing, and I was just like, I'm gonna fight this fight and do all these things, and I'm gonna find my damn money because I need that, yo. And like, I just got the email where they were like, yo, we're really sorry, but yeah, you were right. Like, that money did disappear from you. You didn't get it. We're gonna send it back to you. So it's like that was a victory that I was happy about.
That's what's up, man. Well, I'm
But
glad.
yeah,
I'm glad to hear that, man.
yeah,
Super
life is
duper.
good, family's good,
All right, man.
and
Yeah.
dating is good too. I went on a first date on Friday and had a one kiss. So
Okay. There we
that's
go, man. Keep it fresh, keep it fly, man. Yes, sir, man. My
I'm
men is
just
supreme, man. Yo, peace,
yeah.
everyone. Yeah, but peace to everyone coming through. Unfortunately, we had like an interview lined up with the brother Frankie Payne, but we had to like postpone it today. But he will be connecting with us, sometime real soon, and we're going to get into that. But as I mentioned before, man, we got some like really special guests like lined up, and we're bringing the Reminisce Show, man. We're documenting it, man. We're the word is getting out, and people want to be part of the movement. So it's I'm just excited for that. I think in the meantime, if there's other people you feel that we should cover, we should interview, definitely let us know for sure, man. We'll take
Yes,
requests and we'll
we
put up the
will.
bat signal. You know what I mean? Just throw that up in the air and make a
I love
connection,
that. I'm so big on that, man. Like I'm a huge Batman fan for life. So I love that idea. And you're right, yo. You like that's the dope thing. Like we want to definitely highlight some of the people in history that didn't quite get their shine or their flowers,
Yes,
and always
yes,
talk
yes.
about how things in the past connect to things of today. That's what the Reminisce Show is about. But
Done.
we know people or whatever, and if like they're not on our radar, but they're on your radar, like let us know. And I mean, we would love to have that conversation and connection and build, because I know that I can release it now. I mean, we haven't locked in a date, but one of my good friends, the Red Menace, he goes by Leo now, but he's agreed to do a interview, and he used to come to In Divine Style. He tore it up, really dope political independent MC from the good old early 2000s of Toronto hip hop. But he moved over to England, and then he moved to South America, and then back to England, and he's just been going around the world, involved in a lot of independent movements and a lot of helping the people and doing a lot of. This man taught me how to actually dive into dumpsters and get food, and like how to go to like some real guerrilla next level shit to be like, yo, you go to Lob Walls on a Tuesday night, on a certain nights, it's like they have fresh food that they just throw out, and they're just trying to not, they didn't sell it, and he's just schooling me on like street survival for real. And I'm like, I went out with him once. Yo, it's so real. He's like, yo, I've lived in homeless encampments in Britain with like mad, like with cops would come and blah, blah, blah. And we fought the cops and we're here surviving for like 3 months and stuff. Mans is on the level, like walks the walk, talk the talk. He wrote a book. So this dude is like real revolution, real about the people business. And he wants to talk on the Reminisce Show. So we will have him.
Like I said, man, all these stories that we're documenting is just going to keep expanding. And, you know, like I just have this vision that people are going to be, you know, referencing like our interviews, you know, as like the sources and whatnot, you know. So we're definitely invested in the culture and the history, and that's what we're doing, man. But yo, like what's popping in the news, man, you know, as we move forward, man, to understand the past.
Let's have a reflection, because news is wild right now, yo. It's wild as fuck. There's some good news and there's some weird news, man. Kind of good news is that there was some good.
I was going to say just start with the weird news, man. Get the weird news out first.
Well, I mean, I think the very weirdest news is that Biz Markie's manager was apparently DEA informant for many years.
Whoa.
Like, what?
Whoa.
It's so weird. Yeah, like that came out, man. It was weird.
How is this coming out like now? Like Biz Markie like recently passed away, and now all this like now it's coming out. I don't know. It's like I believe it, you know, because I mean we've been knowing about like hip hop police and just, you know, all of our movements have been infiltrated at some point, you know, whether it's jazz, blues, like you name it, there's always something there, you know. So it's not surprising at all. It's unfortunate, but it's not surprising. You know, I want to see the data. I'm trying to see the data. I want to see what was collected, man. That's what I want to see.
See, yeah, that was the thing. Really quickly, I loved how Malcolm and the Panthers, they were, whenever they're having their speeches, they'd be like, yeah, we're here with the people. And we know we got some pigs in the room too. We know we got some feds under here. It's like they just know, like, motherfucker, we know y'all treatment. Y'all, shout out to y'all. But so yeah, Biz Markie wasn't really caught up in any crime. That was the dope thing. They're like, yo, Biz didn't have any criminal organizations or anything. Right. But his manager was part of a investigation that took down another individual who was dealing drugs. So he was involved in a case, and like it really was prosecuted. And if I remember correctly, the guy is actually dead now too. So that's another thing. It's like, like these are like the guy passed away. So they're just talking about, you know, both of them are dead. Biz is dead, and the informant is dead. So
see, I don't know, like, you know, it's like there's this concept that I've been, you know, building around, which is this idea of having like, you know, a non-biased account of like history. So, you know, it's like, let's just like put all this information out. I mean, it's unfortunate that it's coming out now when these two individuals can't even speak on it. But, you know, I think like it would be really, I'm really curious to see like what is known about this. Like who knew about this and just didn't say anything, you know, like was this common knowledge? Like, I don't know. Like, because like when I look at the time period, like, you know, we're talking about like, you know, Biz Markie, like what was the time period of this? You know, was it for the entire duration of his career and beyond? I don't know, but I'm just curious to know the documentation. That's what I want to see. Like,
you're right.
Who was taking notes on? Who is he commenting on and speaking on? Like, what did he know?
Yo, those are great questions. Bro. You're right, and hopefully that stuff comes out, because this stuff just came out today. As far as like, I didn't see it, like just dropped today. People were like, yo, whoa. So like, hopefully this book opens up more and we find out more information about it. But yeah, in America, the infiltration, like when they talk about industry plants and like cops, undercover cops covering dude, I'm like, yo, there was cops all over Biggie Smalls in LA. Cops were fucking wiretapping those guys in LA. Cops know, like they knew who the fuck killed Biggie, but they're like, yo, we're just we don't care, but like we're all up in everything, all up in your shit. Hip hop, we're like, we know what's going on.
Right?
But it's wild. But on a little better note, Snoop Dogg's murder was the case, life story at that point in time. Is apparently the next, in the 90s, like 92, 92, that's what it is. That's the next project that 50 Cent is going to turn into a Stars show.
It's interesting, you know. I have to give 50 credit for like the quality of series that he's putting out. You know, it's really, you know, our Black, like, modern stories growing up in you know, certain, you know, hoods and communities, and you know, all the different objectives of what people go through just to survive and to make it and get part of that American dream, you know, which is really a dream and usually not obtainable. Like, you know, the illusion of it is, that's why it's called a dream. But no, it's great that he's documenting like these stories and you know, giving space for us to exist on the big screen. You know, I just want to see this continue. I like the fact that Snoop is there. Like, maybe there's some other stories. You know, I know that there's like the Wu-Tang series. I know 50 Cent's not part of that, but just seeing these narratives come out and be continued is incredible. So I'm a fan of the BMF series, the Power series, Ghosts, all that. I'm on tune. I even got like Stars just so I can watch these programs. I'm like, I don't even watch anything else on Stars, man. I literally got it just so that I can watch them. I want to support the cause and whatnot. But shout out to, you know, 50, man. I'm excited to see like what the future is going to bring and what other stories that he has in mind. Like, what stories would you feel need to be heard, like in the context of Reminisce?
Yo, you're right, man. I would want to see like the Beanie Siegel trial and like Beanie Siegel's troubles. That was kind of ill. Chia Lee, when Chia Lee went away for murder, that was a weird time. Like, yo, because Chia Lee's story was kind of ill. And even Shaheem, the rugged child, Shaheem was gonna be like the young Wu-Tang, like Wu-Tang's like young dude.
He was.
And then he ended up shooting a dude and then went away for like mad years and just got out. So like hip hop.
As you say that, now there's now I'm thinking of like what's his name? True Life. You know, is another artist. Like, I think his story would be crazy.
Oh, that dude, you're right. When he beefed with Prodigy, man, he had a fight with Prodigy. I remember that dude. Yeah. Oh, you're right. That dude.
True Life, John Forte would be cool.
Hell yeah, that story never got fully told.
Right.
You're
right.
Like
in a series, though, like that would be, because then you got to think about all the different intersections, right? Because now you're talking about the music scene, so there could be like all different like side stories that go on or whatever. So I don't know, but either way, man, like it's dope. Like I personally want to see some like Toronto stories being told as well. Like that would be really cool.
No doubt. There's so many untold stories here. You're right. Yeah, man. And like, yo, the like 50 is it's really interesting how this lane, it's like, you know, he had a really good run as a rapper, pretty damn good. Like, you know, made some records like platinum, whatever, set some standards that never was broken. But like, it seems like he's doing better as a TV executive, and
he is.
And the Power universe is actually kind of brilliant. Like, I slept on it for the beginning, but like, the Ghost story, I was like, yo, Ghost is sick as fuck, yo. I watched all of them, and like how it's branching out. He's literally doing like the Marvel universe where there's 5 different spin-offs. There's 5 different spin-offs. It's so dope. It's like,
right.
Yeah. So because, like, I'm like, There's a
Yeah,
Tommy spin-off to Chicago. Lorenz Tate is getting one for the politics, and then Ghost has his own one, the young one, like carrying the son's legacy. And then there's the Raising Kanan, his like from back in the day. And then there's one more, and it's like, wow, yo, this is sick.
No, and we have like it's such a brilliant structure, and they're all equally like interesting, and you know the writers, everyone involved, but the acting is phenomenal. Like, you know, like Mary J. Blige is up in that. Like it's cool to see that. Like, you know, you got like Method Man as like you know, like a district attorney and whatnot, and I love seeing that, man, because like, you know, Method Man's like fam, like he's been supporting SFA from time, you know, got a few photos of him wearing the shirts and whatnot. So just seeing him on the big screen, like looking healthy and, you know, evolving, you know, because this kind of goes back to like what you're saying with 50 Cent, like starting off as a rapper and just doing his antics or whatever. Well, he still kind of does his antics, but, you know, like he's evolving into like other spaces and places. And I think like for us in our culture, it's very important that we see that we can venture out into different things. Like, you know, we're multidimensional beings. Like there's different ways that we can channel our creativity, especially when we're in certain spaces, and to take advantage of that, you know, and then create opportunities for others. Because now I'm like, when you look at the ripple effects, like, you know, like these are like you know, like top like actors and personalities, like people that we're all familiar with, you know, and to see them being relevant and whatnot. So it's great. I love it.
Yo, it is so great. Like every time I see Method Man on the screen evolve into what, like the fact that he's playing a lawyer, he's playing a corrupt lawyer right now. And it's like, yo, it's so dope because 20 years ago, it would be dope to see you as the criminal. And it's like, okay, Meth play a criminal. That's cool. But like Meth is such an amazing human being. That's Clifford Smith. Do you know how talented Clifford Smith is? Yo, that man could do enough things, man. So like, salute, watch him like turn like, and he's like, yo, he knows the game. He's like almost more grimy as a criminal on Power than he was. I mean, like as a lawyer criminal than he was as a street criminal in The Wire. And it's like, no, man, like Method Man for life. It's just, I'm so happy. And just, I also got to give a shout out to Joey Badass, man. Joey Badass.
Oh my god,
yo, like how dope is he,
man? I became like a Joey. You know what's crazy? Like I became a Joey Badass fan. Like I heard his music and I like his music, but that wasn't even what got me. Like it was him on the psychiatrist or the therapist rather, when you know the therapist series. Like, you know, he has one. And when he's just unpacking some of his like, you know, childhood experiences and whatnot. And from that moment, I was like, yo, like this guy's real. You know what I mean? Like you can see that he has this light. Like you know he's going places. Like, you know what I mean? He just know, you know. And so to see him really playing like, you know, in the acting role and whatnot, I was like, yo, this guy is up, man. This is like the modern like Belly. You know what I'm saying? Like with way better acting too. You know. So,
really good acting, man. Oh my god, his acting on god, he's ruthless, yo.
He's going places, man.
Yeah. So
no, that's the realest, man.
Any news on your plate that you wanted to talk about? Catch your eye things.
I mean, just like, you know, something that's been going on. When did it happen? Like last week, I think like last week Thursday. The Larry Hoover benefit concert with Kanye and Drizzy, you know, Drake, you know, so that went down. I didn't really see much footage, you know, which I'm kind of embarrassed to say. Like everybody probably seen stuff or whatever. I saw a few clips online, and you know, I'm curious to know like how it went, because I remember in the beginning, you know, this was kind of like spawned after like Kanye had that interview with Drink Champs, and he went on this rant and said all kinds of stuff, and Drake was mentioned in there, and then you know the big OG man, like Black Mafia man, came through and was like, listen, my sons,
yes,
we ain't going to do this. You know, like what you're going to do, you're going to go on camera and you're going to read this script, and you're going to let the people know that we're going to be coming together for unity, and we're going to be doing a benefit concert, you know, for the world to see, you know. So that was interesting, you know, like I saw that was some real like Black Mafia vibes, man. It was like Kanye don't answer to nobody, you know what I mean? Like he don't answer to nobody, but he was real humble in that video, man. Like mad humble, yo, like, you know. So I'm like, okay, So you saw it. You saw the concert, and what
I
was your
thought
thoughts?
it was very interesting. It was a very interesting experience. First, it started like an hour and a half late, almost. It didn't start like, which was like par for the course, but like it happened in Los Angeles, so it started here at 12:30, and it was like, yo,
Okay,
what the fuck? So like it was like 12, like way past midnight. It was supposed to start at 11 p.m. our time.
yeah,
So it starts late, and then it's like 20 minutes of choir. You know, you expect that. Kanye has like 50 people set up in the like two cross formations, and then they're singing choir. And then it went on for like 15 minutes, almost 20 minutes. You're like, okay, this is nice. And like they're singing some like old 80s and 90s R&B songs and like turning them into church anthems, which was kind of weird.
okay.
Like I was like, however do you want me? How like singing like a song like that, and but like
Yeah.
flipping the lyrics to make it like Christian, and I was like, okay, it's like interesting. So it was like kind of cool, but then it almost went on too long, and you're like, yo, where the fuck are these guys? And then they finally show up, and Drake and Kanye walk down these long stairs together, and it was pretty iconic. It's like this big coliseum, and they're walking down these stairs together, and it's like, all right, they're like, yeah, let's go. And then the show starts, and Kanye comes out, and it's just a big UFO stage with mad smoke, kind of boring, but kind of cool. And Kanye is, I would say, Kanye's track listing, chef's kiss. Whoever chose Kanye's songs was a fucking brilliant person. Fucking brilliant. Kanye comes out, and he's like, let's take it back to day one. Jesus walks, like, just like every single big Kanye song, no fuckery. Word. Jesus Walks, Gold Digger, Diamonds from Liberación, yo, I Can't Tell Me Nothing, just like the songs, the tunes.
Those are my joints. Those are all my joints.
Like, Kanye, it was like Runaway, like comes out, it does like I Wonder, like the tunes stronger, like boom, 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 and like you're just like you're just like, yo, Kanye has one of the illest catalogs in the last decade, and it's unquestionable.
Yeah. No, his catalog is crazy. Yeah.
He knocked out like 15 top tier best songs in the last 10 years of rap in a row. And you're like, okay, even as this motherfucker still is a fucking Trump supporter,
that's why,
you can't deny this. So then it's like really amazing, this Kanye vibe, mad huge Coliseum. He was kind of fucking up the lyrics a little bit here and there. Like he did Niggas in Paris, and like he was like fucking up his verse. I'm like, yo, bro, how you gonna forget these lyrics? But so like there was that was the only like criticism. And then I'm saying all that to say Kanye had like a perfect Kanye West set. And then he's like, all right, brings up Drake. And Drake unfortunately only did songs from CLB and the God's Plan. He did God's Plan. So like the Scary Hours EP. So Drake only did songs that came from like his last year or two.
Interesting.
And yeah, in the context of Kanye doing his like 15 years of songs, like it just was not balanced.
Well,
I was just like, Drake, I want to hear headlines. I want to hear like, yo, I want to hear Over. I want to hear like, fuck anything. I want to hear Lord Know any big tune. So yeah, Drake came out and he did. Yeah, it just. I just want to add to that. I'm gonna say it real quick. Drake was also doing a bunch of subliminal ass disses to Kanye. It was shocking.
Okay. So,
but he did it. I'm saying it once. He did it. It's facts.
Okay. And what were those? Just so we're clear. So when I go watch the footage, I could be like, that's what Bender was talking about.
Well, like. So the first song he does that lyric where he's like, yeah, I should go see, I need Kanye to go see like Jesus and blah, 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 that line that he says. But then the second song that he performs is No Friends in the Industry. I'm like, out of all the songs you got, Drake, why are you doing No Friends in the Industry right now? So he does No Friends in the Industry. And then he does that song that he has with Travis Scott, where he's talking about like, but he cut it off before that crap on the light, get it right. But he did that song. I'm like, yo, you're doing that song? He did enough songs, like crazy. And then he did Laugh Now, Cry Later. And that song is mad subliminal to fucking Pusha T and Kanye. Mad subliminals. That's like,
Right,
I was like, this isn't just me. I'm like, yo, I love Drake, but I'm like, man's coming to Kanye's Larry Hoover concert and sprays him up with a bunch of subliminals. This is bold. But he also, both of them also shouted out Larry Hoover, and like we were like, this is for charity. And then at the end, they both
did he actually say, especially Drake? Did Drake actually say Larry Hoover's name?
I think they both did. Yeah, I think they both did very briefly. It wasn't too much of a thing, but they both. Drake was like, "Yeah, we're here." Drake is really good at talking to people, and he kind of summed it up. And like what he said, it sounded very peaceful. And he's like, "I'm here with Kanye, and shout out to Jay Prince, and it's nice to be in public, and we're here to celebrate Larry Hoover." And like he just said that like a thing, but then it's like the songs you did are like less than peaceful. So, but then at the end, they ended it off by doing Together Forever, and that was dope. I mean, not together. I mean, forever together.
Yeah.
And it was good. It was good. But
well, hey man, I got some theories just from based on what you hear, because you know the boy Drizzy, man, he's real like calculating. Like I would even say he's more calculating than Jay. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay's good, but Drizzy, man, he's that new wave, man. Like you know what I mean? Like he really knows how to like do the dance, man. Like he is really good at it. So when you tell me that he's only performing you know, certain songs or whatever, like, you know, his recent catalog, that right off the top, as you said that, I was like, that in itself is a protest. Because he could give his, he basically he's saying he's not giving his all. Like those are like his like kind of throwaway songs. I mean, they bump, but they're not like what he's known for, the ones that got him like Grammys and that are just like epic and, you know, things of that nature. Because that's more of like that's a concert for him, you know what I mean? Like he may be scheduling like a tour coming up or whatever, so this may be good promo, and then for him to like really do what he does. But for this context, it's like, no, I'll give you like the throwaways, you know what I mean? Like I'm here. I have a feeling that he probably didn't even want to do it, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. This is just hypothetical, you know? When I think about the promotion of it, he, you know, he wasn't part, like he didn't have like the camera video saying, "Hey man, I'm here and supporting." It was just Kanye, you know what I mean? And then like when Jay Prince is like in the video with him, like looking like a ransom video, with all due respect, it's just an observation. I'm just like, I don't know, man. This feels orchestrated. This doesn't feel organic and authentic, like, you know. But you know, needless to say, like I'm glad that you know, to see like Black men coming together for a cause and to celebrate, and to, you know, so support, like, you know, like Larry Hoover. I know there's some controversy around that, you know, like I heard that like the, you know, the LAPD or the feds or whatever were not pleased with that type of cosign, and that's why I was asking, how was it supported? Because I know that, you know, it like the over blanket or how it was kind of packaged was like, okay, we had conflict and we're coming together for peace. Like, yo, Drake and Kanye on it, holding hands up in the air, like that, like Bob Marley with the political parties. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of vibe. Like, man, don't want to be there, but it's like, hey, man, we do it for the people.
We do it for the people. You're right.
Yeah. So I'm just curious of like the genuine authenticity, or was it more so like you know, Black Mafia coming through, be like, yo, son, this is what's happening. Like,
well, both of them had like one moment, if I remember. Both of them had one moment each where they were like, yeah, this is a Free Larry Hoover concert. And like there wasn't any video, there wasn't any like vocal snippets of Larry Hoover, none of that. There was no like direct lesson of who he was. But both of them, I mean, Kanye had like Free Hoover on his pants, and Drake had Free the Man Dem on his back. So like there was
that's okay. No, okay, stop right there. That's what I'm talking about. Free the Man Dem is like, it's like saying it, but they're not saying it. You know what I mean? Like Free the Man Dem. It's like, yo, he's talking about the Man Dem. But who's Man Dem? Like the Man Dem could be literally anybody. He could be talking about his literal Man Dem that like just got locked up like yesterday or something. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean though. Like that smooth. It's like you know what I mean? It's like he did it, but didn't, but he did, but he didn't, and it's like this leaves you in this space. But like it's very calculated, it's brilliant. It's playing it safe because maybe he has some other people he got to answer to too. You know what I mean? Like you can get friends in high places, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
you don't know. You don't know.
All right,
for sure. But he did. You nailed it. You nailed it. Like there was definitely subtle, subliminal, second level things going on there. But at the same time, they both did get together. And like, I mean, the unfortunate thing was it's worth checking out, but it's like the fact that Drake didn't do like Drake. I'll put it like this. A lot of people were like, yo, like looking at the concert like this, if this was a versus, Kanye would fucking wash and obliterate Drake. Like if the way that it sounds, it's like Drake sounds like he's like some like doesn't really deserve to be in the context of Kanye's phenomenal catalog that we've all heard. So, but it's like, yo, we know Drake is like on the level, if not past.
So guess
but like,
what?
But it's like, yo, Drake only performing songs from the last year. It just doesn't sound right with Kanye, but we know. So it's just, it was a weird thing.
But hear what you just said? We know from a Drizzy perspective, that's good enough. You guys already like he's like, I don't have to like impress anybody. Like you already know what it is. I don't have to show up. The fact that people already know already puts him in that space where he's just like, I'm gonna just give you all your throwaways because he knows that people will be talking about. That's what we're talking about right now. For the critical thinkers, like that's the game that he plays, and that's why like man's like Pusha T don't like him. You know what I mean? Because he's too with the mind stuff. You know what I mean? They don't like it. It's like I don't like this guy, like Tyga and all these guys. They're like, I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like he's too like yo, like we're playing chess, man. Like you're not gonna finesse him. You know, so
you're not. You nailed it out the park because as soon as I was like a couple of people we wrote online, I was like, we're like, yo, like when it was happening, we're like, yo, is this what he's playing for real? Like after the high of all those amazing Kanye songs, you're like, okay. Drake's gonna come out and even perform better because Drake's not gonna forget his lyrics or like da. Drake is and then like what this song? What this song? Like no, I wanted to hear fucking something off fucking yo. Where's nothing's gonna nothing was the same. Where's Take Care? Nothing from those albums. Nothing. Nothing so it's like we're all just it just sunk us down. And as I was writing this, I'm like, Drake doesn't even care that nobody's happy because man walked away with probably $5 million for just this tiny little set, and he knows it's already he's already made history, so he doesn't even have to impress anybody. But like it just would have been a really special event if he did his classics and Kanye did his classics, and it was really, really, really camaraderie. It would have been magic. But it was at that what it was. Kanye's magic and Drake's chess playing slickness.
No, like that's all deliberate. It reminds me of like those boxing matches that are kind of like rigged or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like just let him have that. You know what I mean? Like Kanye kind of needs that. Like he needs that ego, that validation from that space. You know, Drake is like, yo, like honestly, like I've been running laps. I've been number one for like literally a decade. I don't even want your Grammys no more. It's like just do what you need to do. I'm good. I'm good.
I totally thought that too. Yeah, you're right. Drake is like, I don't even need to steal this moment from you. You can have it. Like I might be able to steal from you, but it's like it's all good. Like, yeah, I agree with that too. And Drake is Drake knows
so he's good. Like he still wins and you know, people be talking about it. But again, for the critical thinkers, they're gonna be like, nah, man. Like Jay-Z's probably watching this is like, well played. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're right about that. You are right.
Anyways, yo,
right.
But yo,
it was interesting. It was, I mean, end of everything. They did walk off together in like enough of it looked like they were like cordial enough to be like, yeah, you're cool. We'll like daps and have a champagne together. Like we might not be recording together, but like we're peaceful enough to at least not be enemies
That's
still,
it.
which
That's
I always support. So
Yeah, that's it, yo.
yeah.
Okay, man. Word, man. Yo,
Yeah.
wrapping up, man. Well, you said you got like the Pound magazine or something. You got some
Yeah. I got a little something. I dug up in the archives, and
let's go.
so yeah, I really liked
Reminisce.
when you were like, it's this one.
Okay.
Oh,
Jeez.
oh shit! Look who's on the back though. Like,
Oh yes, man. Peace to the brother, man. X.
yeah. X back in
Man.
Exodian ads. So like, I love when you were talking about the fact that this is the original social media.
Yeah. Right?
You know, so many like
The original Instagram right there. You know, you're scrolling, man. You're scrolling.
Scrolling exactly. Yo, check that. You know,
Ghetto concept. Salute.
concept like just scrolling, see a graph.
Yep.
Like,
No doubt.
yo, you're right. This is the scroll. Oh shit. Our mans, reminisce.
Come on, man. Pete Rock. That's what's up.
Yeah, so you know, like Lauren Hill unplugged. Yo, Smith and Wesson. I got a Smith and Wesson interview. That was fantastic, man. Those guys are
Let's
awesome.
go.
Those guys are like, fam.
Jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, man, like this is what it used to be. I love like
Yep.
you're so right. All these are the original memes. This is the original scrolling. Oh shit.
Original pop-ups, like the ads. You got the ads come through like pop-ups.
Yeah.
You're like, you know, you're reading hip-hop and all of a sudden it's an ad. And it's like, oh. Yeah, exactly.
Fred Joe just pop up on your shit. So yeah, man, like shout out to Pound. Like, I don't even think there's nothing too crazy. I don't know. This is not much of a Canadian.
I'm gonna see if I can reach out to Rodrigo, man. See if we can get up in here, man. Like, I remember like Pound Magazine, like we shared like an office space, man, back when I was one of the original Manifesto locations. You know, it was like Schools Without Borders, Manifesto, Pound Magazine, Grassroots Youth Collaborative, some other spot peoples, and it was just like a really great like cultural creative hub. So like my office was like literally next door to like Rodrigo. I would see him all the time, and it was just a vibe, you know. So, anyways, I'm gonna see if I can reach out to him because I know that he. Sorry,
was that the one on Dufferin?
Exactly.
Was that the
one
spot on Dufferin? Yeah, that's classic.
Yeah, where we did that legendary photo, you know, that day in Toronto and whatnot. That you're in it as well, you know. That's what's so dope. Like we're both in it.
Yeah,
you know, we gotta pull it up next time,
I think I have that on my desktop. I mean, I'll pull it up next week, but I got that around here somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. I just love the fact that we're both in it. It's such a historic like moment, and that's hard, man. That's hard. Matter of fact, we got to use that as like a reference for like Reminisce Show like interview peoples, you know, because I'm sure there's quite a bit of people like in there already. So that's what's up.
You're right.
Oh,
you're so
ideas,
right. No doubt.
Next,
mad ideas.
Yo,
the last note that I want to end on is our boy come from be like, yo, man's not just a model.
Come on now.
Johnny Blaze. Imagine knowing that this man would be on TV playing a lawyer. Like,
come on, man. Beautiful to see his evolution. That's what we need, man. Yo, big Wu-Tang forever.
I gotta say it quickly, I met Meth like 5 or 6 times, and he's never been an asshole. Never. Like, he's always like, he looks at you with respect in his eyes, and he's like, how are you? Equality. What's up with you?
Yeah,
if you're cool with me, I'll be cool with you. If you're like corny to me, I'll be like, get the fuck out of my face. I don't have time for you.
And I know this just to end off, man, before we dip out. Yo, like I've met Method Man a couple times as well, and one that I remember where I saw a different side to him, which was like, whoa, was that Sound Academy. You know, this is before like Rebel. Right now it's called Rebel, but it was Sound Academy at the time, and he was performing, I guess, with Redman in Street Life as usual. And I'm backstage with them all. We're like, you know, doing an interview and whatnot. And he's cool. He's just chilling, whatever. But then like you know, the upstairs like green room or whatever. Like, it's like you go up the stairs and you're in the green room backstage at Sound Academy. There's some ruckus that's happening downstairs. He starts hearing like some like yelling and you know, something like escalating. in the middle of the interview, he just like stops. He's like, excuse me. And he gets out and he's like, yo. He just goes off on all the people downstairs. He's like, not on my clock or whatever. Everybody just like froze and just tame it down. And then he just came back up almost like, yo, my bad. like,
No.
It was one of the most like incredible, like the realest moments. And he was serious. Like the energy that he like mustered up at that moment was like, yo, you don't want it with man. Like you don't want to be that guy. Like, just respect the guy. We're at his show and there's some ruckus happening downstairs. Respect the man's space. And then he was back. Like, so like you said, as long as there's that respect, man, he will give it right back to you. Like, doesn't matter if you're just a random person or a celebrity or whatever. And I've seen that multiple times. So I agree with you. I agree 100%.
Yeah, you nailed it, man. Wow, that's so peace, man. But
yeah,
it's been good. Yo, another good episode.
Do, man.
Yeah,
but yo, shout out to Frankie Payne, man. Always know everything is blessed, and we're going to get him next time, man, because there is a lot of history. I really dug deep. I got some video clips, some things I want to be showing and discussing. I made some notes. It's going to be an incredible interview, and I know that when it's time, it's going to be nice and seasoned, and it's going to be another one in the bag, man, for the Reminisce Show, yo. Soon we're going to have to pull up at the Reminisce Show conference where we just bring everybody back.
2022, that's what we do, man. Yo, we all be gathering. When people feel safe, be like, all right, let's look how far back we come and what the fuck we gonna go do next, man. Because 49 years of hip-hop.
Come on, man. We're going to get it, man. And we're going to leave y'all like that, man. Reminisce Show every Tuesday, man. Carrying traditions of St. Kofa, because sometimes we got to go back to collect what we may have forgotten, man. So we're going to keep bringing to y'all every week, man. Tuesdays right here, man. Stolen from Africa. You know where it is. I'm Ben the Supreme. Reason we're live. We out.